So guys, on today, I'm going to cook my daughter's favorite meal, and that is tacos. Now, she absolutely loves tacos, and I think she gets that from me because I love tacos also. And not as much as like a whole lot of meat in mine. And she's kind of the same way, but everybody else love a lot of meat in there. And I usually pull enough out that I would want, and she would want. And you know another thing, you guys? I know you guys see me every time cooking with the ground turkey, because that's what I'm using. I love my ground turkey. I don't use beef. I shed beef a long time ago when I found out that you're saving yourself 300 and something calories if you switch from beef to ground turkey. And that's what I did. And another thing that I save on would be, not save on, but another thing I do is these trays right here I keep, and I wash, bleach, and make sure they thoroughly, taken care of, because I don't want no bacteria on them. But I clean them and everything, and I reuse these for well, let's just say tacos. If you have kids that likes to eat a lot like mine, then they might have 3 tacos or 4, and these, they just fit perfectly into these trays here. And you just pull the paper out of them and get the sticky stuff that's on the bottom out, and they make perfectly. Now I can go, I have paper, I have plates, not paper plate, but regular plates and things for that. But I choose to use these because, well, they're not in the landfill nowhere, and they're actually getting stacked in my house, and I can use them for just hamburgers and fries or whatever. And it just makes a perfect serving dish for everyone. Anyway, so I'm cooking the ground beef, and when it get a little bit more, cooked a little bit more, I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of my homemade seasoning, and then I have 3 cups of salsa, and I'm going to add that to the meat when it's time. So I'll be right back when this is ready for me to add those things. So guys, now this is, as you can see, the ground turkey is a little pink, but not too much. I know you always hear me say that, but that's the key to me. And I'm gonna add my 3/4 cup of seasoning to the mix, and then I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer. And look at that. Now, if those of you who are new to my channel, go watch my video on the taco seasoning mix that I use, and made up without having to use salt, because I have I'm borderline having high blood pressure or hypertension, and I've been keeping it at bay for about 10 years now by cooking the way I cook without adding these salt to things. So if you have issues like I do, learn to get the recipe, take it and use it how you choose to use it, add to it, or you can use less from it, or take less from it. So I'm just gonna keep cooking this. Now I'm going to throw in my salsa, and that way I can kind of like infuse the two, and it'll be cooking on a low simmer. Just simmer it for a little while, and I guarantee you will like this. You really would enjoy these. These are some good tacos. So I'm gonna let it simmer for a while, and I'll be back when I'm ready to use. Okay? Thanks. Be right back. Okay guys, now as you can zoom in here and see that I'm actually about to dice my tomatoes and get those buddies ready while I'm doing my meat. While it's just kind of simmering over there, I can go ahead and dice the tomatoes and get those ready for you know, consumption. And I have, last but not least, I have my, as you can see, I have my lettuce is shredded and is sitting here in my dryer, but I have water. See there, I have water in it, so I'm just kind of like soaking it there for a while, and I just put the lid on just so it will you know, rinse it off, because I don't like buying anything in bags and they got that funny taste to it. So I always rinse my veggies really well because I hate that. And I guess when I'm done with all of this, I will show you how I put it all together and what it looked like on the plate. And I hope everyone's having a great new year. I know I am. And I'd like to say happy new year to you all, because I don't think I did, but just happy new year to everyone. And I hope you guys have a blessed year. And this is awesome. It's been an awesome year for me. I have, like, it's snowing outside, and I'll show you some clips on that, because it's snowing. It had been snowing earlier, just started for the first snow of this year. And I'm going to throw in a clip or two of that and go from there. So here, what you want to make sure is I take my basket out, and I'm sure you guys see me, and I'm rinsing it out this way. I've already kind of, you know, stirred it up a little bit and rinse some more. And then I kind of shake it just to get all the water out as much as I can. You see that water? That's the water that's, ooh, look at all this. Just kind of let it drain out some. And now I'm going to pour this out real quick. And there we have that. Remember, pull the string, push the button, and pull up to take this out. And see, I just poured out water, but look at that. Left plenty more. Pour that out, because I don't want to put dry. I don't want to put wet lettuce on my tacos. I got tomato all over that. Now that's it. It's dry. The lettuce is completely dry. I love my little dryer, and it's ready to go. So I think I might cut up another tomato. I don't know, my boys don't care for tomatoes too well, but I do. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, now it is time to prepare the tacos. So here you see I have sour cream, I have cheese, I have salsa, lettuce, and tomatoes. And actually I should have grabbed some black olives. Anyway, so now this is my sour cream. I kind of lined the tacos with it. Or Greek yogurt, or whatever you choose to use. That's alright. Then I'm going to add my seasoned meat. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same with the other one. Just like that. So I go back over here. Now, I like to add a little salsa on top of that. Just because I like layers of flavor. Just layers and layers of flavor. Then I'm going to put a little cheese. And I don't care if it get a little messy on my plate because I end up using a fork anyway. Okay, and I got to put my lettuce. Like that. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes. Just like that. And see, this is why I love the trays instead of using my plate. Because you see how, look. And then you can, of course, you can get the stand-up shells. And then I'm going to add a little more salsa on top. And then I'm going to add a little more cheese. Can't go wrong with cheese. Woo. Okay. Like that. And that's how you have your tacos on your plate. Now I'm going to do, see what I mean? See how they just fell over? I hate that. Okay, so now I'm going to put this to the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my tray. Now I'm going to add my sour cream or Greek yogurt, whichever is your preference. You add what you like. And then I'm doing the same thing with all three. If you guys can hear my son's stuff in the background, video games, I apologize if it's kind of loud back there. But he's a gamer. And he's actually working on designing his own game, which I'm very proud of him. But, you know, he can have his TV up a little too loud. So you see how you can prop those up and they stay just well. Look at that. Now how wonderful is that? See? No falling over. And then what I'm going to do is add my little salsa. Same thing applies. I like layers of flavor. Same thing. Then I'm going to add some cheese. And same thing with this one. And this one. I'm going to add a little bit more salsa. If you didn't notice, I love salsa. Mine will be loaded with veggies and salsa, more or less than meat. But to each his own. Everybody have their own way of doing things, you know. And I don't. There we go. And then I'll put some tomatoes on top. But as you can see, the tacos are standing very well in this tray. And I know it seems crazy to be keeping all these trays, but I love them. I love using them because they just, look at that. No falling over. What happened to my plate? Let me grab it. Excuse me, guys. Look at my plate. Look at it. Looks a mess. But then look at that. Wonderful. So there you have it. So this is Mama T. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button, comment, and I'll see you again in a couple of days. So, peace.